With me?
All right, you had one job.
Oh yeah.
That's what I thought.
This little cooler here. And they're cold.
Hey everybody, Kyle and the Keystone Girl here with Spicer Designs.
Welcome back to the channel.
Already f***ed that one up. All right, today we are doing something that we've not done before, a little bit different. This is what we're calling a hillbilly live stream. Unfortunately, our internet service isn't very good here. We would actually love to do a live stream, but I just don't think that our internet is capable of streaming anything. So here we are. So basically I have a handful of topics that we're going to talk about today. It's going to be somewhat candid. There's really not going to be any editing on this video unless I say like or
damn it, like oh my god.
But I'll bleep it all out, so.
Is that on your list, all these names?
No, these are just regular ones I say every day.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're going to work through this little list. I've got a couple of notes here, some things I want to talk about, and just kind of fill you in on what's going on, and maybe there's some questions that you might have about myself or the Keystone Girl, and hopefully we can answer those in this video. I don't know how long this video is going to be.
Might be here all night.
So hopefully it's under 30 minutes. Otherwise, I wouldn't want to watch it. We'll wait till you're done. All right, first thing on the list, we are pushing 18,000 subscribers. The channel is doing pretty well, better than I ever thought it would. And we're getting a lot of great feedback from you guys. I feel like I want to know what I'm saying, but I wanted to be candid.
I know, that's
it's kind of hard. Because usually it's just different, because I always know what I'm saying.
out there?
I don't know, these freaking semis don't have exhaust on anymore. I know I have to put DEF in my truck, but these things can drive down the road freaking no exhaust system pretty much in my little 3.0 diesel like that one. And I made a huge mistake of calling DEF fluid, and I've yet to hear the end of it because apparently I'm saying it twice. DEF is diesel exhaust fluid, and then I'm saying fluid again. So
it's like machine and
gotta watch out for the grammar police. All right, we'll start with beauty first. The Keystone Girl. Of course, she plays the Keystone Girl as kind of a character on the channel, which is all with reasoning behind it. I have my own reasons on why we do that. But as most of you know, this is my wife, and her real name is Carissa, and I guess you can go ahead and lose the Keystone Girl. So everyone can see the real...
I can see now.
Carissa, my beautiful wife. Now, Carissa and I met June 7th, 2011.
Yeah.
And we got married August 23rd, 2014. So we've been married for just over 9 years, and we have 2 daughters together. One of them just turned 5. The other one just turned...
She'll be 7 Thursday.
Are going to turn 7.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful, very blessed to have such a beautiful family, surrounded by women. When I was growing up, I was a middle child. I had 2 sisters and my mom. My parents are divorced, so I grew up pretty much with my 2 sisters and my mom, and now I'm with my 2 daughters and my wife. So, lucky me.
You are.
I am lucky. And I am 38 years old. I just turned 38 this past July. And Carissa, I know it's not, you're not supposed to say a woman's age, but she is 1 trip around the sun younger than me. So I didn't technically say it.
No.
And she is also a July birthday.
Cancer.
But I don't want to do all the talking, so why don't you fill us in a little bit about yourself, because I kind of want to know too. I really don't know much about you.
I know. It's like a first date here. Pretty much basketball was a huge part of my life. Played it in high school. Was on the varsity team, got a scholarship, and went and played college basketball for 4 years. Graduated with a criminal justice degree. And then so watch out. And then I went on to work at a juvenile detention center as a teacher in there, and I did that maybe 6 or 7 years until we pretty much had kids. I think I quit, told them bye-bye.
So she's pretty modest about her basketball career. Carissa was a phenomenal athlete. She was one of the best basketball players in Indiana at her time. And she had a full 4-ride scholarship. She broke all kinds of records at her college. They actually inducted her into the Hall of Fame. They retired her jersey, or the ceremony's coming up here sometime.
Well, a couple of years now.
And the college that she went to is actually not too far from our house now in southern Indiana, which was kind of one of the things that initiated us actually buying this property and deciding to make the move.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's now coaching our 2 daughters and getting involved in our town that we live in here in their basketball program. And she's really been enjoying it. And a lot of people ask where the Keystone Girls all the time in the videos. It honestly is very difficult to get time with her because she's so busy with the girls. She homeschools them. She coaches their basketball team. She takes them shopping with her. She's got things with the library that she does, different activities. So they're always running around doing different activities, and it's challenging to get her in the video sometimes. So I really have to plan it out to get, you know, those little segments in there with her.
Yeah.
But they are fun.
They are.
Get to see a little cleavage.
Today though, sorry. It's cold.
And just keep in mind, the Keystone Girl is a character. It's not Carissa. It's not how she is. It's just a character. Just I know a lot of you understand that, but there are a lot of people that don't understand that. They think that I'm pimping out my wife and I'm exploiting her and all these other things. It's not supposed to be a sexual thing. It's just supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be more about the humor in it, not a sexual thing. And I think most people that are going to watch this video understand that, and everyone has been super respectful in the comments, but that's kind of what it is. It's nothing more than that. And really, at the end of the day, nothing that we're doing in these videos is that out of line. I mean, I do some cussing in the videos, you know, maybe have some sexual jokes or, you know, a little bit of cleavage here and there, but it is nothing even compared to what you would see just on normal network TV. I mean, the stuff that they put on TV and in movies and the stuff that our kids are exposed to now, it's not even close. So I think some people are just a little uptight.
We let our kids watch our videos.
And the cussing and, you know, the Keystone Girl stuff, that is strategy. That is something that I do and that I like to have in the channel because it helps wean out more sensitive viewers. I want somewhat like-minded people watching the channel to myself because I feel like it's more enjoyable. That's kind of the audience I'm trying to build. And some people visit the channel for a video. Maybe it's just a DIY video. They visit the channel once and they never watch it again. And then there's a lot of people, like probably the viewers that are watching this right now, that are actually somewhat invested in our channel and they're kind of following along with our journey, and I think that's awesome. And speaking of the subscribers, I do want to mention, maybe they're not subscribers, I don't know, maybe you just watch the videos but you actually don't subscribe, and that's fine. But I just want to mention some viewers that comment regularly on the channel. If I missed you, I'm really sorry, but I do want to just say thank you, and that I appreciate the comments, the feedback, even if it's, you know, constructive criticism or critiquing or whatever it might be. I appreciate all of it. I mean, except for the really offensive ones. Some people are just ruthless on YouTube, and I have gotten used to it. It doesn't affect me like it used to. It's just all part of it. So let me go down the list. Jason Grinnell, the Twin Cities Best Homes, Rich Miller, Bill Hensley, Bob Lynn, John Smith, John Spoon, Lindsey Burrows, John Fogg, J.C. Wren, Derek Sellers, Kurt Bernard, Bob Lynn. No, I already said Bob Lynn. You
had him on there twice? Yeah,
well, thanks again, Bob. Yeah. Lester Blade, Mike Sprague, Coyote Mike. He's been there since the beginning. I can remember seeing Mike's comments like literally from like our first couple of videos. So huge thanks to Mike for following along the whole time. Eric Johnson, Mark Canister, Prepper 101, Kenny, it's just Kenny. Tim Laughlin, Rich Sharp, we're almost done. Joe Whitney, Ethan H, Jay Fink, the Florida pool pump repair guy. He always approves. Jim Jensen, Adam Pittman, Marcus W, Jupiter Mojo, and there's probably a bunch more that I forgot to mention. If I did, I'm sorry. But yes, those are viewers that are always commenting, and if you notice in the comments, I try very hard to respond to everybody, especially if you have a question or even just some kind of feedback on the video. I try to respond to everybody, not because I feel like I have to, it's because I want to. I like interacting. I almost feel like I've gotten friendships, you know, just through the comments, which is awesome. And yeah, another thing is we have a lot of variety on the channel, which I personally like. It's kind of like our daily lives, like just what I'm doing every day. Obviously, I do a lot of CNC plasma work and the laser engraving stuff and the fabricating. I do enjoy doing that. It is kind of a side hustle, but for my entire adult life, I've been working on rebuilding, building, remodeling our previous homes, our current home, and that is why I know how to do all the stuff that I know how to do. And it's kind of handyman. I am a handyman. My handyman. I take a lot of pride in what I do, and I hope that shows on the channel. I know I've got a lot of great feedback from you guys, which is much appreciated.
Keeps us going.
But with that variety, I'm always curious as to what you guys came to the channel for, and what content actually brought you here that you like, whether it's the laser engraving, the plasma table, or just the work on the property. I know a lot of people subscribe because of the tractor stuff. I know that I've had subscribers come over from like Hometown Acres and One Eye Customs. So let me know in the comments what it was that you came to the channel, what drew you here. I'm just kind of curious.
Probably the one where you hit the house.
No, that video didn't get many views. I thought it would, but it didn't. It cost me a lot of money just to make a video. I should run into the house and make a video.
It's been great content.
No, that was not planned.
No, it wasn't. Not happy about that one.
What, you didn't have to do anything.
It's not our house anymore. Should have just left it.
Okay. And while we're on the subject with YouTube channels and all that, the other great thing about having this YouTube channel is I've gotten to develop relationships with other YouTube channels, some that I've actually got to do full-on collaborations with, and some of them that I just kind of talk to. We all kind of watch each other's channels and we comment. Doesn't necessarily mean that we talk on the phone or that we've met in person, but I still feel like, you know, there's a relationship there that could maybe turn into something beautiful one day. I said I wouldn't get emotional.
Darn it.
So a couple of these channels too, I believe that I've somewhat helped with some of my tutorial videos on the laser engraving and the CNC plasma work. I know R. Ballard Designs, he is one of them. There's a couple other ones. I just kind of threw this list together. So Broken Pines Farm. I believe he's up in Canada. I've never spoke with him. We've just kind of talked in the comments, but I know he watches the channel. Build Life, he's over there in Illinois. He's got a really good channel, and I feel like he should have a lot more subscribers than what he's got. He makes some really good content. He does some pretty interesting stuff, and he does really nice work. His name is Steve, and I actually am supposed to do a logo build for him, and hopefully I've been putting him off for a while.
Oh, that one still?
Yeah, it's been a long time, and Steve, if you're watching, I'm sorry, but I will be hopefully getting to that maybe this winter. That'd be great. We could do a collaboration. Yeah. Dig Drive DIY, he's up there in northeastern Indiana, I believe. Wasn't too far from where we used to live, but he's a Hoosier as well. He's got a pretty good relationship with Hometown Acres, and I'm hoping to do a collaboration with him as well. We haven't talked in person or anything like that, but he's got a great channel, and hopefully we'll get that collaboration going one day. Purple Collar Life, Chad, he's got a great channel. He does a lot of homestead type stuff, firewood, tractors, just a bunch of random information day-to-day stuff. So good channel as well. And then of course, most people know I have a relationship with Hometown Acres. Adam and I have become very good friends. We probably talk almost once a day, maybe every other day. But it's, you know, and same with Doug from One Eye Customs. Doug and I have become very good friends as well. And Doug is very mechanically inclined, very smart guy. And I like to bounce things off of him. Sometimes when I have ideas, fabricating ideas, I always like to call him because he's very innovative and he always has very good input. So One Eye Customs. Indie Farm Life, he's only 2 hours away. We did a video with him.
Yeah, we went up there and visited.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
Yeah.
Great family. Same with Hometown Acres and One Eye Customs. Just great families, great people. Just a blast to hang out with. And you know, Adam's channel, he's built a great channel. He keeps things a little bit cleaner on his channel, and he's where I kind of let it fly a little bit more. But when you get with Adam in person, he is a good time. I mean, you know, he's one of the guys. He's a lot of fun to hang out with, and same with Doug. And same with Adam from Indie Farm Life. He's a lot of fun too. And then Back 40 Firewood, Dan, he's up in Wisconsin, I think. We've never personally talked. He does his live streams every Friday night, which I love.
Yeah, we watch them together.
I would love to do something like that with the Keystone Girl,
yeah,
but just our internet service sucks. So hopefully one day they'll upgrade it and we could do something similar to what he does. I would love to do a live stream once a week and just interact and freaking slam down some Keystones and just get shit-faced. So anyways. Okay, so that's it as far as all that. I just want to make sure that I let everyone know that I appreciate them.
Yes, we do.
The subscribers, all the views, all that good stuff. And do you want to tell them a little bit about me, maybe? Since I've been talking so much? I'm kind of curious what you have to say about me.
About you?
Because I'm getting parched.
Gosh.
I mean, I like to talk.
I got a whole cooler, honey.
So, tonight, it is Tuesday night right now, the 28th, and I'm hoping that this video will go live Wednesday night, tomorrow night. So if you're watching this Wednesday night, we literally just made this. Just, not that it really matters. Who really gives a shit?
Why are you telling us this? So want me to talk about you? Good or bad? A little bit of both?
Not like if you talk about like bedroom stuff and like we're gonna have freaking girls trying to do the whole, you know,
they might.
Yeah, I wouldn't talk about that.
Yeah, we'll
stuff.
keep that to ourselves there. Well,
there's only so much memory on this SD.
Oh, well. One thing I can say about Kyle is
you don't need to talk me up.
Oh, I'm not talking yet. I'm just being honest. It is. Can barely fit through that door
literally
earlier.
Physically big.
No, but for real though, one thing I can say is I've never met anyone, and I know quite a bit of people, you know?
A lot of guys.
But you're with me now.
She's a very loyal woman.
I am. No, is that you pretty much know everything, and if you don't know it, he will look it up and want to do it himself, and you would have thought you knew how to do it your whole life. Like you take pride in doing it yourself, and you want to do it the right way, and that's a big compliment because most people would be like, I'm not even going to look it up or even try or attempt. I'm guilty of it sometimes, you know. I just don't want to.
Yeah.
But you know you can do it because that's just how you are, and you will. You always succeed at, you know.
And I think generally, if you know how to work with your hands and you're mechanically inclined,
yeah,
you pretty much can do anything. Any task that's some kind of a DIY type task, as long as you know how to use tools, then it's just a matter of finding the information, looking it up, watching the YouTube video, and then it's pretty easy at that point to figure out whatever that project might be. I mean, the key is being mechanically inclined, knowing how to use your tools.
Well, you got lots of tools.
Safety, all that stuff. But speaking on that point, you know, this was a big reason that I started the YouTube channel. And I will say, you might watch these videos and think that I'm outgoing or I'm comfortable on the camera.
No.
And it couldn't be any further from the truth. I am very introvert.
I never thought this would happen.
I don't like putting myself out there. I don't like attention. I don't like taking pictures. I don't like giving speeches. I don't like the attention being on me at all. But I will say that I was literally so desperate to not work for anyone anymore. It's not that I didn't like my job as an electrician. I was sick of giving all of my time to someone else
and
making them a bunch of money, and I just wanted more control of my time and my future, my time with my family, and more control of my own success. You know, with my career,
it's all on you.
There wasn't a whole lot more that I could do to make more money there. I'd worked myself up to a point where there wasn't going to be a whole lot more gains, and if there were, we're talking 5 to 10 years away, and a lot more time commitment, a lot more responsibility, which I'm fine with all that, but I wanted to be more in control of my success, and I wanted to be able to get as much out of it as I put into it. And when I was working for someone, I feel like I could put as much into it as I wanted, but they were still in control of what I got back out of it, and I just didn't like that. And
you couldn't use all your skills too, you know?
No, and I mean, I was using a lot of other skills that weren't electrical skills, and you know, I didn't get paid more for that. It was just, it was another advantage
for them,
for the company, you know. And not to say anything bad about, you know, the company I worked for or the local that I worked out of. It's a great program. It is a great career. I'm extremely grateful. A lot of the stuff that I learned was from that career. I almost had 20 years experience in it. I still currently am a IBEW member. I still pay my dues and all that.
Yeah.
And that might lead us to another question that some of you guys might have, like, am I working full-time right now? And I am not. So Carissa and I have worked extremely hard over the past, I mean, my whole adult life, since I was probably 15 years old. I've seeded lawns, Don Lump Lawn Service, great guy, hard worker. Learned a lot from him. I've built pole barns. Then I got into the apprenticeship when I was 19. I worked in the local for 19 years, and I'm still currently a member, like I said. But I've been working very hard in my career, and then after work, when all my other buddies were out partying and drinking and spending all that money that they were making, I bought my first house when I was 21. I completely rebuilt it. This was before the Keystone Girl and I met. Completely rebuilt that house, learned a ton. Took me 4 years to do that. Turned around and sold it, made some money, put that toward the next one. That's when Carissa and I, we bought that house together. Completely gutted that house.
That was no fun.
Again, huge project. We probably put $100,000 into that house, and that's without any labor. I did everything. And we thought we were going to stay in that house forever.
How long did we end up staying there?
I think we were there for 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 years seems to be
But when it was
the
done,
number.
did we really get to enjoy it?
No, and that's the thing. Whenever I finish the house, I usually see the next step, and I'm just ready to go for it. So we never really got to enjoy our time in the finished house. Even our last house we just sold. So after that second house, we had built up even more equity. Then I built our third house, and that was a huge sacrifice on both of us. We had just had a newborn child, our now 5-year-old. She was a newborn, and Carissa literally just had a baby. We were living in her parents' basement, no windows, like a dungeon.
Oh my gosh.
And so she's taking care of a newborn. I'm not even there.
And Kingsley was just barely, not even 2.
Yeah, I mean, you could barely even walk up the stairs at that point after having a baby. And I was building that house after work, and I probably did 70% of that house myself. I did sub out, you know, the roof, the concrete, the drywall, the insulation, you know, some of those bigger ticket items that would have taken me months to do. But we built a lot of equity in that house. That house was pretty much the whole reason that we can do what we're doing right now. And it was a big sacrifice, big test of just willpower.
Like 9, 10 months, right?
Yeah, it was, and while I built that house while working full time, and it took me 10 months to build that house. And the framer put the floor deck on, and he called me and he said, I just picked up like 10 more houses, you need to find another framer. So that was literally a week after we had our baby, after we had our 5-year-old now.
Like I'm getting farther over here.
So I was shitting my pants, and at the time, housing was booming. You could not find framers, especially right now. So I had no choice but to start framing. So I literally framed that house until I got to the roof, and I finally found 3 other guys, great guys, became buddies with them. And I didn't know how to cut the roof in. It was a big stick-built roof. It wasn't trusses. So those guys came out and we framed the whole roof together. And it took me 3 months to frame that house when it should have only taken a month if the framer would have actually done it.
Yeah.
With a full-on crew, because we were doing that on the weekends. But anyways, so my point is that we've worked very, very hard. We've built a lot of equity, working full-time, putting in the work after work, which I'm sure a lot of you watching have done the same thing. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not easy. We manage our money very well, so we were able to create quite a bit of a window to be able to make the YouTube thing work. I now have my dream shop, which is not set up yet, but the plan is to do YouTube and do engraving, CNC plasma cutting, kind of build a small little store here where I can sell product. I want to develop some relationships with the schools in the area, and that's the plan. So yes, we are not rich. We don't have a ton of money. We've managed our money well. We have worked very hard, and that is it. When you see me buy something, it's usually because I sold something else. We don't have a lot of debt, so that is why we're able to do this. Not because someone passed away and passed down $1 million, nothing like that. Everything that we have
worked for
was earned by us. Nothing was given to us. So the only reason I say that is because we both take a lot of pride in that, and we've had some comments saying otherwise, and I just want to kind of clear the air on that.
Yeah, well put.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
My mouth is getting dry.
I know from talking.
Do you normally drink Keystone?
Yes.
Little
Or
secret.
do I?
Little secret. Keystone Girl's not as big of a fan of Keystone
as you.
We may lead you on to believe.
You're the Keystone.
No, I do like Keystone.
Yes.
You put Keystone in a frosted mug, literally, I just want to, beat her drum a little more. That sounds kind of dirty. Carissa is I know there's grammar, please. Carissa is an amazing woman. She is the most disciplined person that I've ever met in my entire life. If I had literally a fraction of the discipline that she has, this whole property would probably be done by now. She works out 7 days a week religiously for probably 2 hours every morning. And when she doesn't get, like if we're out of town or something and she can't get her workout in, she just doesn't know what to do with herself. Extremely disciplined, extremely. And yes, works out a ton. She is a phenomenal mother. She is a great mother, a great wife. She works with our kids. She's got them in programs. She's coaching their basketball team. She works with them pretty much every minute of every day. She's got our 6-year-old. She's about to turn 7, but since she was probably even 5.
With what, basketball?
No, you literally teaching her 8th grade algebra.
Oh,
she's got her literally doing 8th grade algebra at 6 years old, just from the homeschooling. The 5-year-old,
we don't know what's going to go on.
I don't think she's spending a lot of time with that one. I think she's more on getting my trades. I don't know.
Let's hope so, right?
I wasn't real interested in school. I wanted to work. But yes, great cook. She literally cooks every single night. She makes the girls breakfast, she makes the girls lunch every day, and makes us dinner every night, and literally breakfast is ready when the girls come upstairs. The breakfast is sitting on the table, she's already working out. Lunchtime at 11 o'clock on the dot. Dinner time, we eat dinner at 4 o'clock
We're early
on
birds.
the dot every night.
Yeah.
Unless we go out for dinner or something, then we'll usually wait because some places aren't even open yet.
We're waiting by the door. Let us in.
But yes, I can't say enough good things about her. Like I said, the Keystone Girl is a character. Carissa, my wife, is an amazing woman.
Thank you.
And love her to death.
Oh, I love you.
And she's probably gonna start crying. She cries a lot.
I don't.
Oh, and you know,
I'm gonna want your hair.
ever since we moved to this property, I wear a hat all the time now, and I think it was because we're in the woods now and there's always bugs and shit, so I'm always pulling my hat off and swatting them. But in case you're new to the channel, I do still have, you know, a decent head of hair. I mean, I got some, it's receding a little bit, but it's, in case you're wondering, you know, I do
have hair.
That wasn't a dig at you, Adam. I know Adam gets sensitive about his hair. He's still a handsome fella. Where was I going with that last thing? I lost my train of thought.
You were talking about Keystone in a frosted glass.
And the last thing I want to say about Carissa is, you know, she works out 7 days a week. We've had a couple of ignorant comments about her with basically being muscular. Watching her on video or on the TV, you know, it always looks different in person. She's actually extremely petite. She's only like 5'3", and she's a little thing, you know. Amazing basketball player. I don't know how the hell she kept up with some of these freaking Amazon women, but she did. And but yeah, some of those comments very uncalled for. I'm sure anyone watching this video is likely not someone that made one of those comments. But in case you do watch and you're like, oh, you know, she's got muscular arms or what? Yeah, she works out 7 days a week. It's, you know,
it's what I look like.
I wish I had that discipline to work out that much, but I
like it.
And she's a huge sports fan. Literally, we watch basketball games at night, football games. She's just a very, very easy person to hang around with. I mean, she's a great wife, and you could also just hang out with her and drink some beers and watch a game, which is awesome. So, yeah, if anyone was wondering, her frame, she works out a lot, and she's an athlete. She's been an athlete. She's been a basketball player her entire life, you know. Just like you see the swimmers where they got real broad shoulders and big lats. I mean, that's their build for their sport, you know. Right. So, anyways, I just wanted to address that. So give her a little love. Just tell her how beautiful she is.
Pains.
Well, I think the right one was going numb or something.
These aren't the most comfortable things for sitting
on. I'm getting a lot of aches in the testes lately. I think my balls are growing. All right, I'm sure this video is getting a little bit longer right now. Hopefully some of you are still watching. Now I want to, one of the last things that I want to talk about is some of the brands and the sponsor deals that we do here on the channel. Because I just want you all to understand what that's all about, and just so we're on the same page with it, and you kind of see my point of view with it as well. So a couple of the brands that we work with are the Langmuir Systems. That's the CNC plasma table. I bought that table before I ever had a YouTube channel. The whole goal, the idea was that I was just going to start making custom signs and selling them. Never even had a thought of doing a YouTube channel. I actually never planned on even having that in our YouTube channel. Yeah.
You had that almost 3 years?
Yeah, we've had that for 3 years now. We've only had the YouTube channel for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
And I bought that with my own money. They didn't send it to me or nothing like that, but I did become an affiliate with them. So I do get a commission when those tables sell. So when you hear me mention my promo code and the links and all that, if you use those, I just get a commission. You don't pay any more for the machine.
Yeah.
I just get a commission. And I'm not trying to sell anybody on anything that I promote here on the channel. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to bring you information about that product. Maybe it's something that you're interested in. Maybe it's not. Maybe you specifically watched that video because you were trying to research that product, you know, and maybe my promo code can save you a little bit of money on it. So that's kind of the point of those sponsor deals. The other one is Monport, the laser engraver that I have. They did send me that laser, and I freaking love that thing.
It's pretty cool.
It's awesome. I plan on doing some other projects with it, and again, like always, I'll have links in the description, promo codes to all that information. I'll leave all that in the description like I always do. I did just get another engraver that I'll be making a video. Hopefully, I'm planning on getting that one out this weekend. This is a laser that I've been kind of holding out for, and it's pretty damn nice. So I'm glad to have this one in the shop. It's going to be something that's going to stay here. But as far as the lasers go, I literally get 4 or 5 or more emails a night just about laser engravers. I could literally have one of every brand in the shop. I could just take all these laser engravers, make a bunch of videos, and there's some channels that do that because their channel is all about laser engravers, and that works for them. But for me, I know that with the variety on the channel, I can't do that, and I don't want all those different machines. Like, I just want the machines that I see the most value in and having them in my shop, and those are the ones that I choose to make videos on and promote. So if you see me promoting a product, it's not because I got it for free and I got something, you know, I got a free laser.
Yay.
It's because I actually found it to be useful, or I thought it was a good product and I believe in it myself. Otherwise, I'm not going to do a video on it. I mean,
why waste your time?
I get videos on freaking perfume.
Oh yeah.
I got one on heated slippers today. Like the stupidest shit, I swear. Like, you know, that could have been a Christmas present.
That's what I'm saying. My feet get cold.
Perfume.
Yeah.
Heated slippers. Yeah. I think I got one for leggings too. Which.
Why would you?
I usually don't wear them on camera, but off camera, I'm running around in leggings all the time.
And they're heated?
No, not the leggings.
Oh. That'd be nice too, running.
So yeah, Langmuir, Monport, Ortour has been a great brand. They've sent me a couple lasers. They were really nice to work with. I believe that actually is more of a website. It was Made the Best.
They have a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah, they do. Viver, cool. Viver has been a great brand. They've got
that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, they've got an insane amount of products. It's I say in the videos, you know, it's like a Harbor Freight on steroids. It's awesome. Yeah, they've got a lot of cool stuff. Obviously, it's not top of the line, but it's budget friendly, and sometimes you don't need the best of the best for maybe just one project that you needed to work on it with. You know, you can get away with some of those budget tools sometimes. Another great brand and product is WaySafe. WaySafe did send me their hitch, and I made a video on that. I made a couple of videos where I mentioned it, and I made a dedicated video on the WaySafe hitch. And that thing's freaking badass. I never even knew it existed. It measures your tongue weight, and they are such a great brand to work with, very easy to communicate with. They are American, you know, made in USA. They're based out of Utah, family-owned company.
You talk to her on the phone, don't you, or text?
Yeah, she moved, Abby moved to a different position, but I'm dealing with,
someone else now?
I forgot his name, I forgot his name. But anyways, they're a great company to work with, and their product is amazing. I had a B&W hitch that I bought when we were moving, and I sold it. As soon as I got that one, and I used it a couple times, I ended up selling that B&W hitch just so I could use my WaySafe hitch. It's pretty nice. They're not cheap. And that's the other thing I want to address too is
That's quite the tickle.
Come on. The tickle. I get comments, and I've seen comments on other channels where basically calling out the content creator as a sellout you're getting these free products and like, oh, you're just making videos because you're getting free stuff. And yeah, I would like that thing too if I got it for free. And that's not what I'm doing here on this channel. Like I said, I'm promoting products that I find use in and that I believe in myself, or some products that are just interesting and maybe they're good, maybe they're not, and I kind of want to test them out and see if they are any good. Some of the Viver stuff is like that, you know. The Viver stuff is budget friendly, and it's like, I always wanted...
You're starting out on some of the stuff, right? You don't need anything expensive.
Well, like I always wanted to learn how to TIG weld,
and
I don't want to spend $3 on a nice name brand TIG welder. Maybe I suck at it. Well, that Viver TIG welder, it's like $200, so it's almost like a throwaway welder. If something breaks on it, you just toss it. But it was one of those things where it's like, it's cheap, it's budget friendly, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate, where I can test the waters on this thing and see if I even like it or not, if I'm any good at it, before I go and dump the money on a $3,000 TIG welder. Which I do have another TIG welding video coming on a new product that I'm pretty excited about. It's a pretty nice machine. You know I love a good machine. So my point to this was, this happens to me a lot. I think it's the Keystone. The point was that, yes, they do send the product free of cost. I'm not paying them any money for the product. But it doesn't mean that it's free completely. There is...
like a contract.
There is an exchange. I sign a contract with them, and I am obligated to make a dedicated video, sometimes multiple dedicated videos, incorporating them into a video. So there are, it's not like they just send it and I just do whatever I want with it. Like I have to actually put a video together. And the thing that a lot of people don't realize, I never realized it before I started this, the YouTube thing is way more involved than I thought it was. It might seem easy when you watch these videos. It takes a lot of time. I literally spend anywhere from
editing too, right?
8 to 12 hours editing one video, which is easily my entire day and into the next day. A video with our crappy internet takes about 9 to 10 hours to upload onto YouTube. It takes forever to upload, so I have to make sure I allow time just for it to upload. I've spent probably, man, I bet $3,000 to $4,000 in camera gear, which...
So we can't eat for a couple months, but...
My computer. So right here, I have all my camera gear. This nice Pelican case is thanks to Doug at One A Customs. This whole thing here is his idea. This is how he does his organizing.
So smart.
But I went ahead and carved out all the foam in here, and you can see I've got my drone, I've got an action camera, I've got our DJI mic, got batteries, the camera that I'm using now. So all this stuff, I never knew anything about it. I had to learn about cameras.
Well, that's why you went through so many.
Drones, and I've bought different equipment and sold it or just stopped using it to upgrade to other equipment. Like, it was a big learning curve. Just to know what equipment to use and how to edit. I had no idea how to edit videos.
You did a good job with that.
I do enjoy editing videos. I like seeing everything come together.
I hear you laughing upstairs while you edit.
Sometimes I do.
He does. He laughs to himself.
Whatever. So, again, my point is, even though they send it for free, no cost to me, it still costs me a lot of time. A lot of time, basically. I mean, all the time to make the video, all the time to edit the video. And so there is an exchange. There's a trade-off. Otherwise, they wouldn't send anybody anything. And
get nothing.
And without companies sending things like that to content creators, you know, this is a great way for me to watch a video on a product that I'm trying to learn about. And if they weren't getting some of these products for free or sent to them to make videos on, I would never even know they existed, or I wouldn't be able to get all the information that I wanted. I just recently purchased a new handgun, and I watched
You still do.
freaking probably 100 videos about this handgun. So in some of the channels, they actually sent that gun to them. Either they gave it to them, or I'm not sure what the rules are with the guns. They either gave it to them, or they like lend it to them to make a video on, and then they send it back. I don't know the rules on all that, but it's a great way to find information on products, and without them doing that, you know, it's a great resource for me, you, everybody.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything about, like, anything about hats, or if we make shirts, if anyone would want to like get a shirt or something?
Yeah. So one thing that we've been tossing around is doing some t-shirts or some clothes. I know our channel's pretty small still, but I think that I can make some stuff that
would be pretty cool.
You would like.
Yeah.
And would be kind of funny. But if I make t-shirts or any kind of clothing, I just want you to know that it's not going to be freaking Glidden or Hanes or any of these freaking knockoff. You know,
it's comfy.
It's fucking crap. It's like a damn. You know, you're doing something with your hands and your freaking belly button's hanging out.
You have long arms.
Yeah, whatever. Got a lot of long stuff there.
Gosh.
You get long fingers.
You didn't want to look at my fingers.
So if eventually the plan is to kind of put a website together, and I want to have some things that I can sell on there, but if I do it, it's going to be good quality shit. It's not going to be freaking crap with some vinyl thing slapped on there. Like, I want to make some nice quality stuff that's going to last, that fits nice, something that
washes well.
I would want to wear myself, or that I would
we're going to be wearing it too.
Hold on. So, I like watching Whistling Diesel's channel. Some people don't like him, but he's actually, he grew up like an hour away from where we used to live, and he's pretty damn entertaining. But he's doing like apparel now. And I've bought quite a bit of his stuff. You might see me wearing it on the channel. And the shit is expensive. I would say it's definitely, I would say it's probably overpriced to an extent. I mean, but I get it. Like, he spends time with designs, and he packages everything well. Like, there's a lot of expense there, so at the end of the day, if you want good quality shit, you got to pay for it. But I like what he's doing. The stuff that I've bought from him is really good quality. It's very thick material. It doesn't shrink. Like, it's gonna last a long time.
Oh, Yee. This is some good stuff. You want me to tell you about Yee?
No. That's all she talks about is Yee. I feel like we're gonna have a damn remote store opened up here.
Yeah, I ordered some the other day.
You did?
They had a winter launch. Or a Christmas launch.
I thought you said you didn't order anything.
I didn't. I wanted to.
I don't know what to believe.
You'll find out.
So you see me wearing my Spicer Designs hat, and then the Keystone Girl has hers on the channel. Yeah. I don't advertise these to sell. I literally have 5 left. I had 15 of them made. I had 5 of the green ones made, which I'm wearing right now.
Went through a couple of them. 5
of the gray and white ones, like the Keystone Girl has.
Same logo front?
They're unisex, it's not like that's for girls. And then I have the gray and black.
Which that was the one I used to wear.
With the leather patches on them. And they are nice hats. They're the Richardson 112 hats, which is pretty common for any of these hats you see with the patches. They're probably going to be a Richardson hat. They're okay. I feel like this one, I know guys especially are very particular about the way their hats fit. I know that I am. I couldn't tell you how many hats I've bought, put them on, and like, nope, not wearing that one.
I know, I would buy you hats.
If it doesn't fit right, I ain't wearing it. And I'm sure, I'll bet every guy is like that. And probably, girls are like that too.
Yeah.
So anyways, I do have 5 of these hats left. I have 1 green left. I have 2 whites and 2 grays left. And these cost, I think, 30 bucks to have made, because I had only 15 of them made. So With shipping and the hat, like I could charge 30 bucks. I'll basically eat the shipping. I've had these things for a while now. I really don't care at this point. So if anyone is interested in these hats, just email me at spicerdesignsllc@gmail.com. I'm not really looking for sales, but if someone wants one of these, I do have them. There is only one green one left. Personally, this is my favorite. I also have a nice going out one that's green. The same
you can
one.
Sell that one too. Like
this
say, hey, Kyle wore this one.
This one's pretty much. This one's pretty much. Yeah, this one's nasty. But if you guys are interested in these and you do want one, and I don't have any more left, basically, if I get emails in whatever order. Yeah, if I get emails in whatever order, that's how I'll send them out. So if you're the first one to email me about a green one, then you're getting it. But I can definitely have more made if you guys want them. And it would just be another probably 2 to 3 weeks before you would get it. So let me know if you want them, 30 bucks for a hat, and I get them shipped out to you. So email me or not. I don't really give a shit either way. Eventually, I'll need another green one.
Yeah.
And you'll probably never need another white one. Hopefully, this video wasn't crazy long. I'm sure we gotta be pushing 30 minutes, if not more. I don't know.
Can you tell on there?
But please, if you like the video, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. That liking videos and subscribing is basically what we need to continue to grow on YouTube, and it's very important for us as content creators. So please like, please subscribe. Anything else you want to add?
Cheers.
I wish you could have done more talking. I just, you know.
You always cut me off when I talk.
I'm kind of running things around here, you know.
Oh, okay, boss man.
Yeah, you know.
Everything off your list?
All I have written in here is, did she bring Keystone?
Scribbly, scribbly, scribbly.
I've got a bunch of smiley faces.
Yeah.
I drew a picture of some boobs.
Oh, is that what they are?
So anyways, thanks again to everyone that comments all the time. I love hearing from you guys. I like interacting. Yeah. Hopefully we could do an actual live stream one day here in the near future.
I said we're gonna go to Starbucks and do it.
No, I'm not going to Starbucks.
McDonald's.
There's one place.
Oh, I will never be. Nope.
You won't see me as
Dunkin'. Dunkin's where it's at.
Any of them. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. If there is a next one. And now I have to try to edit this.
Where are our kids at?
We
didn't get any text messages.
An hour and a half.
Didn't we? I think you'll be able to.
I bet some of the regular viewers would be might want.
I think I like especially with I like the white with my dark hair.
Yeah, I don't think I'll consistently sell a bunch of these hats by any means. I mean, maybe when we have a website one day, I'll just have somewhat of an inventory of them. But,
yeah. But that's all you have left.
I'm not going to promote them in every video. I'm not making anything out of them anyway. It's just, I guess I'm getting my money back, which would be nice.
Yeah,
I mean,
even
shit,
then.
there's 150 bucks right there. Go toward some EE shit, right?
Yes! Let me get my phone and start buying right now.
All right, so we're gonna want to talk somewhat normal. We can look at each other. We can touch each other.
Yeah.
I encourage touching.
It's mandatory. I probably will look in the mirror then. That's okay. My hair might be a little crazy.
Just look at the thing.
I can't see with these glasses.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't matter. Who gives a shit?